we go. Last week. It's hard to believe. It's the last week of our February workouts. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you're looking forward to not seeing this beast of a workout anymore. That means next week, all new stuff. Let's get our upper body nice and warm. We have all those walkouts and push-ups and plank jacks coming up. Let's roll our shoulders. Ooh, really crunchy today. Let's look over one shoulder, over the other. And care if you're doing right or left, left or right. In both ways. And ear to shoulder. And maybe let's add a wee bit of resistance. So we're going to pull down gently with your hand, but push up with your head into your hand. And push that handlets down towards the floor. And gradually come up. Let's switch sides. Hand on your head. Your hand is pushing into your head. Your head's pushing into your hand. Equal opposite resistance. Although on the way down, your hand's winning. And your ear gets closer to your shoulder. And on the way up, your head wins. And then it looks up and down. Let's lead with your nose. And then looking down, take your hands on the back of your head. Push up into your hands as your hands stretch through your neck. Press down on your head. Equal opposite pressure. It's really all you have to remember. And gradually come out of it. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully I'm not the only one with the crunchy neck. Okay, let's make our elbow circles. Waking up the rotator cuff. And then let's make our arm circles. So pull those shoulder blades together about 20 forward. Then we'll flip our thumbs and do 20 backwards. And flip. Good. And let's circle out the wrists. First part of the workout is on your hands. You remember that, don't you? Yeah. There you go. Let's make some waves. And reverse. And then stretch out this way and then this way. So just changing the direction of your palm, facing front, facing back, and stretch all along your wrist. And switch sides. Nice stretch through your forearm. And it's a good thing to do in the middle of the day. You're doing a lot of computer and mouse work. Okay. Let's do some softball pitches. We haven't done these in forever. 4. And then one more, and let's switch sides. Around we go. Checking in with your hips real quick. And adding in hula hoops. And of course in both directions. And some figure eights. Get groovy. And reverse direction. And let's take our feet nice and wide. Come down to short stop position. Let's drop one shoulder down. Ooh, big breath in, stretch out your back and stay on one side for a couple of breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Come on up and let's switch sides. And let's make it dynamic. So one side and the other. Two. We'll do 2 more sets. 4. And let's sink it down into the middle and hang out here. Let's go side to side. Take your knees towards your toes. Let your calves get a little bit of a stretch as you do this. We'll bring our hands on the floor. Let's go for 6 bottoms up. Oh, nice big back stretch. Sink it down. Up for 2. And down. Up for 3. Up for 4. 5. We have 1 more. Hold it here. We're going to take one arm up to the ceiling and then the other. So a little bit more rotational work. One more each side. Then bring your hands on your knees. Roll it up. Let's do some ankle wiggles and some circles, both directions. Just to touch in with how your feet are doing. Going to the other side. Circles or wiggles or both, your choice. Okay, so let's get ready for our first set. We're going to do the walkouts for 30 seconds, 15-second break, push-ups for 30 seconds with a 15-second break, and then plank jacks for 30 seconds. And then a minute break in between. And we're going to go through that 3 times. So with no further ado, let's take a big breath in. Swan dive down and walk it out. Here we go. First 30-second piece of work. Walk it back in and bring it up. Walk it out. All the way out to a plank. You're more than halfway through. You got this. All righty. And 15 seconds off. Let's come onto the floor in position for push-ups from your knees, from your toes, on a bench, on a chair, on your sofa. Incline, decline, your choice. Let's hit it. You're on your knees, make sure your abs are tight and your glutes are engaged, that you're not relying on your shoulders to do all the heavy lifting. Letting your back sag. We have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Come back into child's pose for just a tiny little break. Circle out your wrists, whatever you need. The clock seems to be going very fast this morning. We set up with plank jacks, and we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Out and in. Stepping or jumping. Pace is yours. Halfway through. And 3, 2, and 1. 1 minute off here. Grab a drink. Circle your wrists. Come into child's pose. Give your body what it needs. Oh. Oh, maybe you're like me and you're still struggling to wake up. That's okay. You got this. We have another 40 seconds. I'm going to grab a drink. I'm going to turn down my thermostat. Okay, so 15 seconds, we go back to our walkouts. Notice if over the few weeks we've been doing this, walking your hands back into your feet is getting any easier. Okay, let's take a big breath in and let's hit it. Round two, all the way out to a plank and all the way back up. And that's it. I only got 3 in that time. Usually I get 4. Oh well. We're gonna get down on the floor. Push-ups, incline, decline, knees, toes, your choice. 30 seconds here. Go for as big a range of motion as you can muster. And we have 3, 2, 1. Circle out your wrists. We have plank jacks. And 3, 2, 1. Stepping, alternating lead sides so you don't get one-sided. Or jumping. Knees stay soft when you're jumping. And we have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and 1 minute off. Not so bad. Nice work this morning. 2 rounds down. 1 more to go. Catch your breath. Grab a drink. Circle those wrists or stretch them out. Ooh. So we have about 20 seconds left. We have 1 more round, 3 exercises. We'll take 2 minutes, and then we'll go into the main body of the workout. And it's always do what you can. Work when you can, rest when you need to. 40 seconds is a long interval. And here come the walkouts. Last round. Reaching up, folding down, walking out. Sometimes it's more helpful to have your legs wider to do the walkouts. You do you. You gotta figure out what works for your body. We have 3, 2, and 1. I'm on the floor. I'm going to stay down here. We have 10 seconds to go. Time is flying this morning. Let's set up for push-ups. Last bit of push-ups. Here we go. Down and up. Make that range of motion as big as you can. If you're going like this, make it an incline push-up. Try to get full range of motion if you can. And 3, 2, 1. Rock back into child's pose. Stretch your wrists the opposite direction. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Plank jacks here. Last round. Definitely a great way to get the blood flowing first thing in a workout. Whew, 10 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Ooh-wee. Child's pose. Stretch your wrists. Let your back rest. Let your body rest. You have 2 minutes. Let your heart rate come down. Grab a sip of water. Another minute and a half. And let's get our stuff together. We're doing our deadlifts. What weight are you going to use for rear foot elevated split squats? Which weight are you going to use? Single arm row. Again, what weight? Swing and pull. And then we come down on the floor. Don't tell your wrists yet. We'll do bear crawls, and then we'll do some hamstring work. So here, get my bench into place. And we have about 20, 25 seconds. I have my kettlebell, I have my weight, and I think we're set. So deadlifts. Remember, shoulder blades down, back stays flat, and we hinge. Grab whatever weight you're using for that, and let's hit it. 40 seconds here. Take it around the world. Alternating directions. Make sure your hips are doing the work, not your low back. Looks good. Not a squat, not a back burner either. 3, 2, and 1. Let's put the weight down. We have 20 seconds. I always forget, I'm going to use the same weight. 20 seconds, and we go into our rear foot elevated split squat. You don't want to do rear foot elevated, just do a regular split squat. It's okay, let's hit it. So we go down and up. You want a big stretch on that back leg. Using all your toes, all the muscles in your front foot, hold you steady. Staying up nice and tall. No flopping forward. Nice. Looks good. I like the depth everyone's getting. We have 3, 2, and 1. And that little break goes fast. Let's get set up on side 2. And we go now. Sorry, it wasn't much time to prepare. Halfway through. Pace yourself. You need to break, take a break. Drive that back knee down. We have 3, 2, and 1. Let's put that weight down. Next up is our single arm row. Another right side, left side thing. We'll get going in 3, 2, 1, and pull. Looks good. We have 10 seconds. Stay with it. Make sure you're pulling with your back. And we stop in 3, 2, and 1. Weights down. Oof. We have 10, well, not anymore. We have 5 seconds till our next round. Let's get set up. We go in 3, 2, 1. Hopefully you find you're lasting a little bit longer through this 40-second work interval. Maybe you're adding a little more weight or using a weight plus a band to get a little more resistance. It's taken me all month to get back to the weight I thought I could start at in the first week. 3, 2, and 1. And while that's humbling, it's also a sign of progress, right? Every week we can do a little bit more, a little bit better. So whatever weight you're going to use for the swing and pulls, make sure you have enough room around you. Let's hit it. Swing and pull. Let your hips give that snap. Float the weight up. Nice. Big exhale as you push. And we have 3, 2, and 1. Weight down. Make sure you have enough floor space. We're coming down for bear crawls. We're almost done with round 1. Setting up. Here you go. A little hover over the floor. Check in that you're moving your hands and feet in sync with each other. You need to pause, have a pause. You need pause. Pretend you have them. Aha. 3, 2, and 1. We're going to roll it over. First round, we'll do walkouts. I want every time you walk your feet back in, lower your hips, reset, and lift up again. So we'll go in 3, 2, and 1. Lift up. Press through your whole foot as you walk out. Walk back in. Lower those hips. Reset. Squeeze those glutes and hammies. Walk it out. Walk it in and down. This is not a big lift. You can't as your feet move farther away from your body. And we have 3, 2, 1. Hug those knees into your chest. Rock from side to side or make little circles. It'll take a whole nother minute. Stretch yourself out nice and long. Maybe out across and stretch. Both directions, of course. And roll it up. This is your time. Get what you need. You need a drink. Change layers. Stretch something out. Go for it. We have another 30 seconds. Feels like luxury right now, doesn't it? Hold up more than 20 seconds. We're going 10 seconds, getting ready to do our deadlifts around the world. 3, 2, 1. Deadlift. Swing it around. You can build a little momentum as you're going around. So you have to stop it. Make your abs work just a little bit more. Be careful not to drop the weight on your foot. So we have about 15 seconds left. You can go around twice. 3, 2, and 1. Let's put that weight wherever you need it. We have 10 seconds. And then we'll go for our split squats. Elevated or not. And let's hit it. Down and up. 3. Driving that back knee down as low as you can get it. Might feel better to have a flat foot on whatever's behind you. You might notice I was holding the weight on the wrong side. But you know, it feels different. So try holding the weight on the wrong side and see what it feels like. You'll always learn something new about your body. We go in 3, 2, and 1. 10 seconds. And let's hit it. Side 2, round 2. Looking strong. Feeling strong. Looking good. We're doing this together. Liking the balance I'm seeing. Focus, the concentration. And seconds. Pace yourself. 3, 2, and 1. 1 weight down. Grab our next weight. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders square. If your shoulders dropped, pull it up and then row. Keep your shoulders level to the floor, parallel to the floor. We're not rocking and rolling using your whole back like that. You're going to hurt yourself if you go too heavy. Bad habit. Nice. And we have 3, 2, and 1. Getting ready on side 2. You have 10 seconds. Okay, there's no rush. Set up, shoulders in position. Brace yourself on your support, and let's hit it. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Put that weight down. Make sure your workspace has enough room. I'll go in 5 for swing and pulls. For swing and press, should be a swing and press. Okay, let's hit it. Hinge, snap, and press that weight up. Hinge, snap, float that weight, and then press that weight. Use your breath. That hip snap, accompanied by a big exhale. And rest. Nice work. Bring that weight down. Do 10 seconds. I'll meet you on the floor. Do round 2 of bear crawls. Coming at you in 3, 2, 1. My heart rate's up too. We're going to give it a chance to come down very soon. Pace yourself. 40 seconds is too long. Drop into child's pose for a few seconds and then try again. You're more than halfway through. And 3, 2, and 1. Sink your hips back. Okay, I'll meet you on your back on the floor. We're going to do hamstring marching. Lift up into a bridge. 1 foot up, other foot up, and down. The goal is to keep your hips as level as you can, so you're not rocking and rolling with every leg lift. It's helpful to hold your fingers on your hips so you can feel what they're doing. They're shifting a lot. You'll know it. Down and rest. Hug your knees in. Nicely done. Round 2 is complete. Hug your knees in, make little circles. Let all the tension go from your low back. How do I know? Because I feel it in my low back. I also know doing the deadlifts, doing the swing and pulls, doing the bridges, all that work with the glutes can translate up into the back as well. So treat your back nice. We're going to take about another minute. You're hugging your knees into your chest. You don't have to, but if you are, take a big breath in. On the exhale, See if you can flatten your rib cage and your spine down into the floor a little bit more. See if you can lengthen through the spine. Rib cage down, tailbone down. And then with your elbows by your side, maybe we'll go a little bit more than a minute. Elbows by your side, fingertips up. I want you to breathe into your rib cage and your belly. And I want you to also think not just about expanding your lower ribs, but getting those upper ribs stretched out open too. So press down into the floor with your upper arms. And keep that rib cage down against the floor. One more. Good, and then roll it up. Hopefully you're feeling good. We'll get going again in 20 seconds. Last 8 minutes of work like this. Grab a drink. Find your weight. And let's go, round 3. Deadlift. I'm gonna go for doubles. Gets the core a little bit more engaged. I think I'm a little bit better now in week 4 at keeping track of how many times I'm going around and which way I'm going. Maybe you are too. I consider that a win. Maybe not an absolute strength win, but it's progress. Hinge and around the world. Last one, down and around, and we're done. We'll go in 10 seconds for our split squats. So get yourself set up, feet where you need them, and let's hit it. Down and up, down and up. Can't figure out where my back foot needs to be. It's okay, you make the adjustments as you go. Legs feeling a little jelly-like? Nah, you guys look strong. Looks good. We have 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, set up on side 2. We go in 10 seconds. If you want to start now, you can start early. But we go in 3, 2, 1. Drive it down and up. Nice. Rest if you need to. Go when you can. 10 seconds left. There's a lot you can do in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, let's put that weight down. Find your weight. We're doing 1-arm rows. Again, last round. Pace yourself. If you're getting tired, just check that your shoulders are square. Slow the movement down. Put the weight down for a few seconds. It's all good. Pull with your back, not just your arm. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. weight down. Whew. Really nice work this morning. You guys are looking awesome. We're gonna go in 5 seconds or so. Let's get set up on side 2. Last 40 seconds of rows. Make sure you're breathing. Wait for full range of motion. You got this. Stay with me. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okie dokie, let's put that weight away. Find the weight you want to use for your swing and pull, swing and press. And let's hit it. Hips back, whoop. Load that weight up and then press it. Both arms, both hands. Keeping that weight from flying at the screen. Make sure your glutes are squeezed at the top. And when you go overhead, you're not arching through your back. 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, let's put everything out of the way. You don't need a bench again. I adjust my camera. The rest of our workouts on the floor. Give me my water. Okay, come down for bear crawls. And we'll go a little off. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got a little extra break there. Whew. Almost there. Stay with it. Baby bear club. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh-wee. Come into child's pose. Let's roll over. Our bridge variation is going to be similar to what we just did, except instead of lowering in between each step, we're going to stay lifted. You have to keep those glutes squeezed. You want to keep those hips as level as you can. Meaning not that they won't go up and down a little bit, but you're not rocking from side to side. We have 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Woo, hug your knees in. Make those little circles. And before we get into our core work, let's just do a little bit of kind of normalizing. Let's start with windshield wipers. I want you to pull that top leg into internal rotation. I know, there's no top leg. You're going to the left, you want your right leg is maximally internal rotation. If you're going to your right, you want to optimize what that left hip is doing. Okay, and then keeping your feet in line with your hips. Let's go left, right, center, and left. And then right, left, center, and lift. One more time each side. It's funny how bridges feel so different when you add those windshield wipers. Let's stretch out into a nice long pencil stretch. Make it into a crescent to one side. Let's do crescent to the other side. As always, you're making sure the rib cage is expanding. Let's get through at least one set of our C's. We start in a side plank. Oh, okay. So we're going to go for 20 seconds. Let's pop up into that side plank and go down and up. Elbows right underneath your shoulder. If the dips are too much, you're just going to hold them. Bring it down, swing it around. Get ready to pop up on side two. And hip dips here for 20 seconds. And rest for 2 seconds. We're going to come into our boat pose and serve. 20 seconds here. Add that knee tuck or not. It's the end of the workout. You know how you feel. I have faith. You can do it. And rest. 20-second break. And then we'll do it one more time. Side plank, dip, side plank, dip, and our V-sit. Let's go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, pop it up and dip or hold. It's your workout. Five more seconds. And rest. Swing it around. Get ready for side two. And up we go. 20 seconds here. So you do 20, 10, 20 work, 10 rest. And 3, 2, and 1, which is traditionally was considered Tabata protocol, except Tabatas. Hang on, we'll do our resets. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tabatas are based on maximal threshold aerobic work, where you're going as hard as you can on a bike or a treadmill or sprinting. And we're not even close to doing that here. We're just following that 2-to-1 ratio. And rest. Nice work. Let's actually start seated. Let's bring our feet in. Ooh. And start with the butterfly. Catch your breath. Everything slow down. Your heart rate come down. And then walk your feet out a little bit more forward. So my heels are about 18 inches from my bottom. And my knees are up because it's physically not possible for me to get my knees down. But I want you to sit up tall on your sit bones, hinge forward with a flat back, take a big breath in. On the exhale, round. And take a couple of breaths here. Big deep breaths, I mean. With every exhale, see if you can stretch your torso a little bit lower. You're not trying to get your nose to your heels. Just enjoy that stretch in your back. And then come up and we'll take your feet out to straight leg position. And we'll reach up, hinge forward with a flat back. Wherever your hands get to, they get to. Mine are just above my ankles. Take a big breath in. On the exhale, lower yourself down. See if you can reach just a little farther. And we're going to hold this for, another 30 seconds. So again, just like we were doing before, see if you can straighten your legs. Wherever your hands are, it doesn't matter. Inhale, exhale, see if you can bring your chest down a little bit lower. A little bit more. This is a nice stretch in your back. And let's come out of this. Okay, let's roll all the way down. Cross knee over knee, and let's bring both legs in. The classic stretch. My left is over my right, so I'm going to twist a little bit to the right. Let my left hip stretch a little bit more. And with each exhale, see if you can hug that hip just a little bit tighter, going a little bit more into that stretch. And then come back onto your back, lower your feet as if you were tipped a little bit. Let's take that left knee way out to the side. And we're going to twist all the way down to the right, bringing your foot to the floor. I want you to keep that left hip as open as you can with that knee pushing in front of you. Try not to use your arms, because as soon as you do that, it changes your body position, right? You have to twist a little bit to reach your leg. Let your muscles do the stretching. They don't need any help. They've been working. You know they can work. Now you need to know they can stretch. And let's come up. Let's again cross that left knee over your right knee. But this time we're going to twist down to the right. So we're pulling the right leg or the right hip into an internal rotation. This is what a lot of people are missing. Not everyone. Everyone is lacking internal rotation. But for some reason, it's easier to go into external than internal. All right, let's switch sides. Right knee over left. Hug both legs in. Let that right hip get a nice big stretch. Thank it for all the hard work it did. All the swings. All the deadlifts. All those split squats. And then let's lean over, just tip just a little bit to your left. Every exhale, see if you can hug your knees in just a little bit more. And let us come back to center. Left foot is down, right knee goes out to the side. And we're going to twist to the left, keeping that right hip open, left knee angled away from you. And then let's come up. We'll cross our legs again, just like they were at the beginning. Instead of hugging them in, we're going to twist all the way down to the right. Taking that left hip into an internal rotation. And then let's roll over onto your bellies. Hands under your shoulders, squeeze your booty as you prop yourself up. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. And then let's come up onto hands and knees. Let's do about 2 big hip circles in each direction. And let's take one arm through, thread the needle, stretch out your back and shoulders, your upper back, that is. And let's switch sides. And come on up. Last Tuesday workout of the month, you crushed it. Good work. I'll see you on Thursday.